Oh snap! Mic check. 1 2 1 2 people. We back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if y'all can hear me good though, real quick, cause I gotta make sure everything is sounding good. Hold on, let me lower the music. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. Holla at me. Who in here, man? My brother Molly's in the building. My brother Chris. Holla at me. Ruben in the building. Phil, my brother Phil Bosch is in the building, people. Phil, what's good, brother? Been a minute. Who else is in here? Lazy's in the building. Lazy, what up? Yeah, I appreciate you, man. We in here. We in here. It sounds good? I bet. Sounds good? All right. Well, we back, man. Damn, I feel rusty. I was on vacation. I took a 2-week vacation. You know, I had to take the girls out and stuff. I took them to Disney World. They had a blast. Wasted a lot of money. You know how that go. Oh, snap. Yo, Molly, shout out to my brother Molly with that too. Oh, let me make sure my my sound effects is going on. Let me know if you hear this bomb. Shout out to PlayStation. We back, Pony. My goodness. Molly is great. Molly's something else, brother. We gonna get into all that, man. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for your boy. Also, if you click on that link that's pinned at the top, that'll give you access to become an official sponsor of the channel for as little as 99 cents a month, people. My goodness. We back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna discuss a few things up in here today.
At Christoston 4602 super chatted $49.99. Welcome back, homie. I hope you enjoyed your vacation.
Dang. Salute to my brother Chris dropping that $50 donation on us on our first day back, people. What? My goodness. I was about to read it. I just remembered. TTS read it. My bad. Yo, Chris, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate bombs in the chat for Chris, man. Bombs in the chat for my brother Chris, man. If y'all don't know, my brother Chris is a PCMR, so we're gonna drop that on him too. But in case you another set of news, in case you don't know, my brother Chris just copped a PS5 Pro, so we gotta drop some PlayStation stickers for him as well in the chat, people. Yo, I appreciate that, Chris. Real talk, man. My brother went all out. In case y'all know, my brother Chris got me on the family plan on Steam. He went ahead and copped Marathon. He went ahead and copped Resident Evil Requiem. And I forgot what else he copped. I know he copped 3. You bought 3 games. I forgot what the third one was. But I appreciate that, brother. We in there, people. Marathon releases tomorrow. Yo, Chris, if I'm playing the game or whatever and you're trying to play, just send me a message, bro. And I'll get off the game and you could get on and play the game and shit like that. In case there's ever a time that, you know, you're trying to game, shit like that, you know? Let me know. Appreciate you, brother. Crimson Desert. Oh, yeah. He did buy Crimson Desert. Sheesh. You see, that one I have to buy. Because I'm gonna be on that game heavy. You know what I mean?
At Super West super chatted $6.73. Now Chris in the PlayStation family.
Facts. Shout out to my brother Super West. Yo, Mike. Appreciate that, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bombs in the chat for my brother Mike, man. Mom's in the chat for my brother Molly too. I forgot for that super chat, brother. So yeah, man. A lot of we're gonna get to a couple topics. I had a whole shit of topics I wanted to get into, but I'm just not gonna do that today because it's too much to talk about. But I did miss a lot of what's been going on those 2 weeks that I was gone, including game releases as well. So there was a lot happening while I was on vacation. You know, with the shutting down of Blue Point, you know, I did a quick live on that, and you know, it's sad to see them go. But the thing is, like, I'm just gonna speak on Blue Point real quick, right? If I see your body of work, I see what you do, right? You're good at doing remakes. This is what you're good at. I look at it and I say, oh, I like that. I go ahead and purchase you. I understand that you're a studio that is gonna be, you know, have ambitions and want to do other things and things like that. But the reason I bought you was because I saw what you did with Demon Souls and the rest of them games, Shadow of the Colossus and all that. And I want you to do that for me. Okay? Jim Ryan and them go ahead and turn around and start saying, we doing live service games, 12 of them. Right? Who? What you think is going to happen within the studios? Everybody's going to want to do a live service game because that's what your boss is telling everybody that he wants. Blue Point never made a game in their life. They go ahead and try to pitch a God of War live service game. That gets shut down. Right? Fast forward after that, a little bit after that, they went ahead and told Sony that they want to create their own game from scratch. Sony gave them the green light, said, cool. Fast forward, they didn't meet the deadlines and things like that. They shut them down. Instead of Sony being who they are, Herman hosting them, sitting them down and say, listen, I know you're trying to do this. It's like a child, right? It's like a child. You got to speak to them like that. Especially a studio like Blue Point, who just knows how to do remakes. Sit them down, but listen, I know you're excited. I know you want to do other things. I know. I get it. And you're going to get your chance one day. But right now, I need you to go work on this damn remake that we got lined up. That's what I bought you for. That's what I need you to go handle. We'll get back to this new IP that you're trying to do. But right now, things ain't looking too good out here. Go over there. Do that. That's all you had to do. But it is what it is. That's how I would have handled the situation. Because I bought you for a specific reason. Now you're not giving them any work, right? I forgot who. I think it was King Thrash that made a video or something saying that they didn't have anything to show or off to show Sony. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what Sony hired them for. So that's my whole thing. They didn't hire you for that. So how can we put the blame on Blue Point when they weren't hired for that? They don't know any better. They only a studio with like 30 people, I believe it is. I think it's like 80. Not 80, like 30. They don't know no better. They just used to doing these little remakes and shit like that, and they done a great job. That's it. But anyways, shout out to y'all, man. We're gonna get into the latest breaking news here, people. You understand what I'm saying? Gifted. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying real quick. We need that Cory Barlog grant. Oh, it's coming, brother. Gifted. They also pitched the Bloodborne remake from Soft. Oh, I seen that. From Software shut it down. Blue Point was on borrowed time after that. Now, I agree with that because I did see that report, and the Bloodborne remake was shut down. It was pitched by multiple people. I seen that From Software had to shut down like at least like 10 different studios trying to remake Bloodborne or some shit like, or was it that they pitched it to them 10 times? It was something like that. And From Software just shut it down. They shut the shit down. So to all the people that were trying to say that it was Sony's fault all this time, you know, they gotta owe Sony an apology because it wasn't Sony. Sony was actually trying to do it. Hence why they in that sizzle, I forgot what it was. That I think y'all know what I'm talking about. That what was that? A state of play or some shit? They showed Bloodborne at the end, like stay consistent or some shit like that. You know, they were probably trying to hint like, yo, trying to do it. We trying to do it, but I guess they couldn't dish out the details, you know. And finally, we got it. So yeah, it was From Software who shut it down, you know. And listen, if Miyazaki says no, it's a no. See ya. Keep it moving. If it's a no, it's a no. So Sony can't do nothing about that. Even though Sony, I mean, let me take that back. Sony could do something, but they chose not to, due to the fact that it is From Software, and you gotta stay in good faith with Miyazaki, because you don't want to be on the opposite side of that. You know what I'm saying? From Software is too big. Their relationships is too strong. So why risk it? You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. All right. So let me get to this article from our boy. Let me pause this music real quick because I can't have that. Let me get to this article from our boy, none other than Jason Schreier. By the way, I need a good recommendation for a mic I can use with my soundbar with good noise cancellation when playing multiplayer games. Lazy. Yeah, you're asking the right person, brother. All right, so here we go. Bang. Here we go. So this article drops this morning. Here it is, people. He's been like hinting at this stuff. He did say that he was writing an article. So here it is, okay? So I'm going to read this right now for the first time with y'all, okay? I have not read this whatsoever, okay? So I don't know what's in here. So Sony pulls back from PlayStation games on PC. The video game publisher no longer plans to put out PC ports of PlayStation games such as Ghost of Yotei. My goodness. Sony Group Corporation no longer plans to release its big PlayStation 5 games on PC, a major shift in strategy that sees a video game maker returning to console exclusivity after 6 years of flirting with the multi-platform releases, according to people familiar with the company's plans. Online games such as Marathon, Morotokon will still be released across multiple platforms, but single-player titles such as last year's samurai hit Ghost of Yotei and the upcoming action game Saros will remain exclusive to PS5, said the people asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to talk publicly about the company's strategy. The people cautioned that things could change in the future due to the unpredictable nature of the video game industry and that Sony's plans are constantly shifting. This is what I don't understand. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what I don't understand about these people. With the PC, look, let me finish. 2 games made by external developers but published by PlayStation, DS2 and the upcoming Kenna, Scars of Cosmora, are still planned for release on PC this year. That's not a first party, by the way. That's a publishing deal they got, okay? A spokesperson for PlayStation declined to comment. There are likely a few reasons behind this shift. One is that the several recent PlayStation games have not sold well on PC. A faction within PlayStation has also expressed concern that releasing their games on PC risks damaging the console's brand and will hurt sales of the PS5 and its successors. according to the people familiar within Sony's inner workings. For decades, Sony's tactic for selling PlayStation was to keep tentpole franchises exclusive to its own consoles. In 2020, it pivoted and began bringing games to personal computers via Steam. Then, the company had put most of its biggest franchises on PC, such as the God of War and The Last of Us. But the strategy has been muddled and confused many players. Most PC release arrived months or years after the games came to PlayStation. The cadence was never consistent, and the announcements appeared to be haphazard. What does that mean? The company also upset PC players by asking them to create PSN accounts to access many of their games. Now, Sony is looking to take more straightforward approach, going back to console exclusives. Sony's two rivals in the console space have taken different paths. Nintendo has released almost all of its games solely on its Switch hardware, while Microsoft has turned into a multi-platform publisher, releasing everything on PC and many games on PlayStation. Another factor behind Sony's pivot may be Microsoft's next Xbox, which is rumored to use Windows and be capable of playing PC games. Some executives at PlayStation may not be thrilled at the prospect of one of the company's flagship games like God of War running on the next Xbox console. And that's the article right there. This is, to me, this doesn't sound like a straight answer, like a yes or a no. This is what I don't like about it. It doesn't give me a definite, yo, we taking what, if this was Jason Schreier, if he would have put it like this, I'm just paraphrasing, like in my words, yo, what I heard from the spokesperson, they going into Steam, they pulling everything out. They don't want their games on Steam no more. What I also heard was that the Ghost of Yotei port, the Wolverine port, is no longer happening. That shit is staying PS5 exclusive, PS5 Pro, yada, yada, yada. We pulling back. It's time to get back to our roots. It's time for us to get back to what we were known to be, to do back in the day. Only on PlayStation. To me, this don't sound like that. This shouldn't sound like wishy-washy. It's what they said right here. The constant shift in this industry. This is not a definitive thing. So let's say, this is an example. Let's say the next games on PlayStation only don't do well. Starting with Saros. Then Wolverine. Then the rest of the games that they're going to be coming out with. If dumb shits don't sell well, this is telling me, yo, we're going back to PC. We're going back to PC. This is all that is telling me. Because it's not giving me a definitive answer. It don't say here, yeah, the heads, the higher up said, enough is enough. They're done diminishing the brand, this, that, and the third. They're done. They don't want their games to be flowing out there like it's other people's property. It's theirs. You got to come to us to play it. It don't sound like that, bro. This shit sound like, yo, whatever happens, if we got to go back, we go back. Point blank. That's what I see here. I don't see this thing any different. Am I wrong or what the hell's going on here? Another thing, right? Another thing. I forgot where I was at, where I stopped it at. That's why I hate doing this. When I gotta say something, I gotta say it. Because I always forget shit. Anyways, PlayStation with this whole Steam going to PC. I told y'all before, you can't half-ass anything. And this is a life lesson. Okay? This is not just for this. This is a life lesson. If you half-ass anything, you're never going to find its full potential. You're never going to get there because you keep half-assing. Okay? If you're going to spend the $20, spend the $20. If it's something that you're trying to do, like, yeah, but, I'm only going to give 10. And then you're like, damn, like when you bet, like, damn, what if I do 220? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't half-ass anything in life. Any projects that you have, anything you got going on in like a relationship, you can't half-ass anything. Because what you gonna do when you're not in that relationship no more? Damn, but I could have done this. I could have done this better. Damn, you think maybe I should have said this at this point? Did I try hard enough? That's all you're gonna keep asking yourself. So PlayStation, I feel that this is what they've been doing this whole time, is half-assing. You cannot expect, okay, people, for you to release a game today, and in November of 2027, or we come in a PC, you can't expect people to jump out their seat. Oh shit, it's here, brother. That game is a year and a half, 2 years old already. What you think this is? You can't expect people to just jump out their chair like that. It's not gonna happen. A few games it might happen with, but it's not gonna happen. So that's what I see from this. And that's why I feel like Sony messed up. Now, what happens to everything else that they've been planning for PC? They just did a whole damn showcase showing a whole fucking PC speakers and all this shit. Fucking PC monitor that you could put your Sony InZone headphones on the damn monitor. What the hell's going on with that? What's happening with that? So they just gonna fall back on all this stuff and just cancel everything? Like what the hell's going on here? Also, what else I saw here that I was gonna talk about? PlayStation spokesperson. Yeah, this motherfucker out here talking about I don't want to be known because I'm not authorized to talk about a strategy. You putting your job, your career on the line to dish out this set of information. I don't know. Now it is Jason Bloomberg, so I'm pretty sure I know that his connects are strong. So he wouldn't just write an article like this, especially when we talk about Bloomberg. I don't feel like Jason Schreier will just put out an article just because, just for clout. Like I don't believe that he'll do something like that. So I do give the article credit because it is coming from him. But do I 100% believe it? It's like what I read here. Things could change. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, right? Because you get a company, you get a developer like Housemarque, who's such a great developer, and they got a new game coming out. You see that the previous game, which was Returnal, okay, which I call one of the best games this entire generation. And that's from any platform, not just PlayStation. And that's any platform. I see Returnal as one of the greatest games this entire generation. Right? Like people that know me understand how much I praise this game. So, but it didn't sell well. Okay? It did not sell that good. So, fast forward, here we got Saros. So I feel like they could put games like that on PC to try to better the sales because a lot of people are not gonna gravitate to that game. And you see all this shit nowadays that people like Saros trying to use it as ammo. Yeah, we got Saros, but motherfucker, you didn't even play Returnal. What you hyping up Saros for? It's the same game. They made it easier for a lot of people because a lot of people were complaining, but it's the same game. So it's like studios like that, I feel like they should just do it on a game-to-game basis, bro. Because you let's say Saros doesn't sell good. It could potentially hurt Housemarque and could potentially give Sony the okay to fire them as well and not close the studio, but let them go. All because they didn't want to release the game on PC. I feel like they should do a game-to-game basis. Games like Saros, it's gonna be available PC and it's gonna be available on PS5. Games like Wolverine, nah, you need a PS5 for that, brother. Sorry to break it to you. Intergalactic, The Last of Us, you know what I'm saying? Spider-Man, God of War, all these games, they got the money behind them. They're strong IPs. You know what I'm saying? You need a PlayStation for that. No, but look, games like Saros, you know, they need. Let's see what happens because I can't predict the future as far as the sales go for this game. But it's like if I'm looking at what Returnal did, 500,000 out the gate. What is this gonna do? They made it easier. Probably like what, 600,000? Maybe 700,000. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So hopefully it does good. To me, listen, this is what I've been pressing PlayStation. Make up your damn mind. This is what I've been saying. The reason I've been preaching yes, yes to PC, yes, yes. Bring the game, bring them. Right? One, I'm comfortable. Right? I got everything right here in the palm of my hands, right here. If I get a PlayStation launcher right here, I'll be the happiest guy in the world. Right here, a little PlayStation launcher. Click. I'm chilling. I'm right. I'm still gonna buy your games in place. Take your games off Steam. Take them off Steam. Put a launcher right there. I'll buy the game right there. See what I'm saying? So my whole thing is these people don't make up their minds. Like, make up your mind, bro. If you're gonna be exclusive, be exclusive. But don't make me think in the back of my mind, damn, but I wonder if they're gonna come to PC. That's what I don't like. Because now you're forcing me to keep a PlayStation, keep paying for PlayStation Plus, buy it day one on PlayStation, and then come to find out 2 years later or a year and a half, it comes out, not even, because they've been doing a year lately. Come to find out a year later, it's coming to PC. That's what I don't like. So I need these people, even though this is Jason Schreier, I still need PlayStation to come out, whether it be Lin Tao or whoever it is, come out in the next shareholders meeting and let this shit be known. We're going back to exclusivity. We're no longer doing PC for so we know what is going on. Because at the end of the day, this is still speculation. This is still rumor. This is not set in stone because we have not heard it from PlayStation. And that's it, bro. Like, let it be known. Just so when I purchase the game on my PlayStation, I know that it's not gonna come out on PC. I'm gonna know that because they said it. And I'll be cool with it. I'm be like, all right, cool. Even though me personally, I don't want that because I'm enjoying PC gaming to the fullest. Like, I think I told you, like, I booted up Returnal the other day on PC for the first time. And I saw that shit, I couldn't believe my eyes. I said, yo, like, the amount of love that I have for Returnal, like, I wish I would have played that game the way I played it on PC. The shit was unbelievable, bro. It was unbelievable. I'm like, damn, this shit look good. And it runs butter smooth. I was over 140 frames or some shit. Going crazy. You know? And I'm like, damn, I wish I would have played this shit like that. You know, like, at Wukong, I booted up Wukong, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, I wish I would have played this shit like looking like this, because I played it on my PS5 when it came out, on my base PS5, because I didn't have a PC. So I'm comfortable, and I'm enjoying my gaming on PC because I enjoy doing different things. But business is business. Okay, so I understand that. So if they go back to being exclusive, then so be it. But stand on it. Don't do this flip-floppy shit because I'm gonna get pissed even more. Hold on a second. Yes? So this is what that's all I gotta say about this here. So it is what it's cool, but be exclusive. Do not come out here washy shit talking about in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out type shit. I don't like none of that. Like, stand on it and keep it moving. Like, everything, I understand it is a business at the end of the day. Everything is a business. Everybody's in competition. Everybody is trying to get your dollar, because that's what it all comes down to. How can I get your dollar? Right? So even though PlayStation's at the top of the food chain, they still got to go at it. You know, they still can't afford to make a bunch of mistakes because they don't have that much money. You see what I'm saying? So, and another thing, they're going back to exclusivity, banking on every single PlayStation first party title to make bank. You know? Because people saying it's cool. Well, let me pull back on that, because I feel you. What they're gonna do is they're lowering the amount of money to produce these games, just like we've seen with Yote, just like we've seen with Saros, right? They gave what you call it, Sucker Punch, the same amount of money they gave for Tsushima. They gave it for Yote. You know, they put in the same amount of money. The same thing is happening with Saros. So they're not going to need to sell that many copies anymore. Because if we look at what they're doing, they're lowering the budget for a lot of these games, expecting them to sell good. So the profit will be that much bigger. See what I'm saying? So now their games don't have to sell that much to make the profit. So let's see what happens, man. But again, if I'm just going off of this article, it don't sound like they're 100% sure. That's just me. It sounds like it's wishy-washy. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounded like to me. Your point will be valid if PC gamers actually mess with single player games, but they don't. Y'all playing Banana and CS:GO. Oh, you talking with you talking with Ruben? Okay, talking with Ruben. Let me see what y'all saying here. Plus, people like pro games now. Okay, let's see. Arrows don't need PC. Okay. Yeah, gifted, but they weren't nearly as many PS5s in the world in comparison, but your point is still valid. I agree with that. Because it did come out in November of 2020. Returnal came out in April 2021, I believe it was. So you're right. You could be right about that. I wouldn't push back on that statement. There weren't as many PlayStations out there. It was a pandemic. It was hard to get things like that. So you're right. Right. Let's see how this one does. Yeah, it was also at 2021. Yeah. Less PS5s in 2021. Yep. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah. We're looking at 95 million people with PS5s now. So let's see what happens. Let me see. Wait, next is what? Oh, yo, Frozen Magma. What's good, brother? I didn't realize you was here, bro. What's good? Nix's will be a support remaster studio. They remade Zero Dawn. They'll replace Blue Point, I feel. They did shift over to being a support studio. They did work with Housemarque for Saros. So Maybe that's their new role. Maybe. But let's see. Let's see what happens with that. I still enjoy gaming on PC, people, okay? That's just me. The way I see games on PC is out of this world, brother. Okay? I'm not hating on nothing about PlayStation, okay? I got a PS5 Pro right here. Right here. I got a PS5 Pro right here. So whatever comes out, comes out. Okay? I just enjoy gaming on PC. It is what it is. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. Just give me good games. I hear that. These are facts. Pragmata is a niche game, and you know this. Pragmata is a niche game. I don't know if y'all play the demo, but y'all need to go play it. And envision that combat for at least 20 hours and let me know. It's cool for 5 minutes, but can you do that for 20 hours? Okay? Let me know that. Now, oh, you talking about damaging the brand? Y'all talking about damaging the brand? To me personally, I don't feel like it damages the brand, bro. Cause honestly, PC gaming, it's like, it's big, but it's not in your face like console gaming is. All the promotion that PlayStation has, right? Like you look at a Super Bowl ad, you go watch a commercial, you're not gonna see a damn we don't see PC gaming ads. We see PlayStation ads, you know? Especially if you got the marketing rights like PlayStation does for a lot of these games. When they show the trailer, whoop, it's PlayStation. Get it on PlayStation 5 now. Blah, blah, blah. PS5 Pro Enhanced in the bottom and shit like that. It's in your face. The general audience would never know or would never think, yeah, but that shit was on PC too. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit. Think about the people that you watch the Super Bowl with and you see a PlayStation commercial pop up. How many of those people do you actually think that are in their mind thinking, oh, but that's on PC too, I saw it? Nobody. So to me, I don't feel like it hurts the brand that much. It doesn't hurt them that much. Obviously, it is gonna hurt it because it's not exclusive to PlayStation. It's not, you know, but PlayStation, they don't gotta worry about Xbox. Xbox is out of the way, okay? But you know what? I'm gonna take that back. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. PlayStation owners, they just gotta show out. That's all it is. Now, this is all about money. This is all about money. If PlayStation stays exclusive, it's gonna be because they see their games coming out and doing well. I.e. Ghost of Yote. They see shit outputs like that, they gonna be like, only on PlayStation, nigga. Yo, Steam, take my shit off your damn store. Yeah, boy. I'll refund everybody their money. Take my shit off your damn store. This shit's only on PlayStation. They could really put their foot on their neck, PlayStation, if they really wanted to. But is it gonna be worth it? Are the people gonna go ahead now and just start buying games just because they want to support PlayStation? You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's why I see that it's not good. That's why I see that you shouldn't be having to buy every game just so you can say, I supported PlayStation. Even though you don't like the game. You shouldn't be doing that. Buy the game that you want to buy. This is why. I lost my train of thought. Buy the game that you want to buy. And this is why I said this should be on a game to game basis. You know what I'm saying? Because every game is not going to sell as well as Spider-Man, as God of War. You know what I'm saying? As one of the greatest games to ever come out in The Last of Us. Every game is not going to sell like that. They put a lot of money behind this. Ain't Nintendo. Nintendo don't spend money to make their games. Like, nobody cares. They just make a lot of money. Why? Because a lot of people buy them. They're family friendly, but they don't spend a lot of money to make the game. That's why they're so profitable. No voice actors. None of that. But now, the Switch 2. I wouldn't say the Switch 1 was in competition with PlayStation, but now the Switch 2, they're in competition. They're in competition. And Xbox, as much as we want to say they're done or whatever the case may be, they still competition at the end of the day. It's still a competitor. So with this last part that they said right here about the Xbox Magnus or whatever, it's true because it's still competition at the end of the day, bro. It's a business. I'm looking at it from two sides. From my side, my point of view, and their point of view. See what I'm saying? So me personally, I don't want exclusivity. I want this shit to be on my PlayStation. No. I want a PlayStation launcher. Could care less if they take the game off Steam. I don't care. I'll download the PlayStation launcher. I'll put in my PSN account and I'll buy the game right there. You still getting the money. You're not going through a third party like Steam. The money's going directly to you, PlayStation. You see, so that's why I'm different from a lot of people because I don't care. Just make the launcher, bro. We're pulling away from Steam. We believe in our own IPs. We're making a launcher. If you want to buy games on PC that are PlayStation first party, you got to download the launcher. You got to make a PSN account and you got to buy the game there. That's it. What harm is that going to do? Everybody on console is going to buy it on console. If you got to buy it on PC, everybody's going to know that you had to buy that from the PlayStation Store. Not Steam. That's what I want. Yo, Albert, salute to you, my brother. Damn, I haven't seen y'all in a minute. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. Okay, y'all going at it. All right, cool. I'm not gonna get into that. All right, so that's what I had to say about this topic here. Okay. Let's go. PlayStation. Blame PC gamers for not supporting the games. No. It's what I'm telling you, bro. It's what I told you earlier. It's not their job to want to be as hyped to buy a game that already came out 2 years ago just because it's a PlayStation game, to go ahead and have to feel like they're obligated to go buy the game on Steam just because. No, it don't work like that. You need to go day and date so you can see the true potential of what your games, the value of your games. You need to go day and date. And they never did that. The few games that happened with was Helldivers 2 and the shit broke records. It broke records. Like literally. So you can't think like that. You cannot think like that. It damaged Xbox. Listen, what damaged Xbox was that Xbox One generation. That's what damaged Xbox. Coming off the success of the 360, the hype of the 360, to go ahead and go into the Xbox One and do that, what you did, you completely started going downhill. Then you start talking about releasing games day and day on PC. Right? Then your games are trash. Xbox had nothing going for them. Xbox One, day and date, your games are trash. Your games are so they had everything going up against them. Because they keep and I keep telling y'all. I keep telling you. The number one thing that these people need to focus on is the game. Why you think we're having this discussion right now with PlayStation? Is because of the PlayStation games. Okay? We talking about all the games that I mentioned. Last of Us, Spider-Man, God of War. These IPs are strong. So that's why this is a big deal. That's why this is making so much noise. It's because of that. Because they want Wolverine on PC day and date, day one. You see what I'm saying? It's because of that. They're bigger. The PlayStation's IPs are much bigger than Xbox's IPs. Much, much bigger. So they got to focus on the games. Now this new CEO, Asha Fierce, the new CEO, Asha Fierce, is out here wilding out. She over here talking about heard you. Who talks like that? I thought when she first came out the gate, I was like, oh shit, she's spitting some good game. Fast forward, he out here heard you. Heard what? The hell you talking about? Heard you. Now, we don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I know a CEO don't talk like that. Heard you. You go look at her Twitter account. She has a banner of all the Xbox. Did I show you this? Let me show you this. Where's Asha Fierce at? Let me see. Let me find Asha Fierce. This Asha Fierce? What the hell is her name, bro? Wait. Because look at this. This is how you know it's gonna go bad. Asha Sharma, aka Asha Fierce. Okay. Are we dead ass? Okay, here it is. Sorry about that. Look at this. Look at this. This is her Twitter account. This is her banner. This is a fan-made thing that has what? All the Xbox fans in them. Welcome to the community. It got Major Nelson. It got Boomstick. Lazy's in there. Yo, they got Lazy in here. They got Clobril. Web Dave is there. Crazy Lou is in there. Hargeet is in there. Harris. That blue number's in there. Poe Eastwood. Fong. I don't know who that is. Phoebe. The fuck is Phoebe? And a whole bunch of other people, right? But my whole point here is he's already starting. This is where they go wrong. It's like, for what? Yeah, they got Lazy in here. You didn't see his name right here? Lazy? Right here. Lazy right here. Top right. Right here. Top right, over here. Lazy. Yo, Lazy, where you at, man? But yeah. They're already starting back up with the BS. They're already starting back up with the BS. Byron Cutler, what's up, brother? This is good for gaming. I guess. For me, I'm just personally, I'm over that whole exclusivity shit. Like, again, not the fact that it don't matter, but it's just like I said, like if they put a PS launcher right here, I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna put my PSN and I'll buy my PlayStation games right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but they gotta make business decisions. Let's see let's see what happens at the end of the day. Let's see what happens. Now, let me get to this topic here. Where am I? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Now let me get to this topic right here. So God of War. The new God of War game universe to expand with a new franchise. Now, excuse me. I'm not going to read all this because it's too much. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, I have some good news. We found Cory Barlog. Yeah. We found him. We found him. Now, if y'all don't know, he did 2018, right? First of all, David Jaffe created God of War, right? David Jaffe creates God of War. He leaves for part 2. Cory Barlog takes over, but David Jaffe is still there. Okay? Jaffe is still there, helping him with part 2. Part 3 comes out. I mean, it's being worked on. Cory leaves. Midway through production, I'm out. We don't see him ever again. Fast forward to 2018. God of War is coming. Yoshida walks up in the office and tells Cory Barlog, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit you got on the screen right here? What? The bullshit that I'm seeing here, what is it? It's the new God of War. Scrap that whole shit. That shit is trash. That means that original game, that was Cory's vision. That shit that Yoshi was like, yo, that shit is trash. That was Cory's vision right there. With what to do with God of War. Okay? Fast forward. Ragnarok comes out. Cory's not working on it. Somebody else was working on it. He was just overseeing the project. Okay? Because he was working on his own shit. Okay? On his own shit. So you tell me, out of the history I just finished telling you about Cory Barlog, what has he done that got the people saying, oh no, I trust Cory Barlog. I trust him. What in that history that I just told you, where could you find it to say, nah, I trust him? Where? Where? Motherfucker ain't Neil Druckmann. You not Neil Druckmann, my brother. I keep telling you that. You're not Neil Druckmann, okay? And you're not David Jaffe. This whole time, by the way, we have not seen Cory Barlog's fucking ass since 2018. We are in 2026, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you understand that. This is the year 2026. If you don't know, that was 8 years ago. 8. Have not seen from them. We have not. Oh, we've seen them. Because he's all up in Luke Stevens' ass. All up in his chat. Want to be a damn moderator. Talking about, no, it's not my game that they're going to show today. So we seen him over there. We haven't seen this man talk about this, show us screenshots, show some gameplay, do an interview, something. It's been 8 years. And this motherfucker has the audacity to come back and say, oh, by the way, it's just a spin-off game I've been working on this whole time. Gotcha, bitch. Am I bugging? Or am I making sense or am I bugging out? I'm going to need y'all to tell me. That the whole time that we've been missing Cory Barlog's ass, this motherfucker has been working on a spinoff. Now, I know people want to say, yeah, but her story is her story. You got to look at this. You see, I don't look at this. If the story's good, if that's good, this, that, and the third, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That is what matters. Yeah, it is. But when we talking about Cory Barlog taking out 8 years into the darkness. Hold on. My girl's calling me. It's been 8 years. So, you know, when this shit popped up, I couldn't believe. I said, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Cause cool, it wasn't a sci-fi game or whatever. That was scrapped back in 2018 or whatever. Cool. But I would at least think that this man was working on his own original IP. Being the fact that we didn't hear from him for 8 years. Bro, it's 8 years. By the time this game comes out, it's gonna be 9 years because it's scheduled to come out in 2027. 9 years. And this is what he's been working on. A fucking God of War spinoff with Faye. Not even Atreus. Not even Atreus. Which he could have done so much with that. You know, turn him into Loki and go crazy. He could have done so much with Loki. Well, we're not even gonna get to that. The possibilities he could have gone with Atreus and just ramp it up and turn him into Loki. Or just start the new franchise with him, right? Build him up within that game. Towards the end, he's turning into Loki. He's older. Boom, boom, boom. See you in part 2. Whatever. I don't know. But we get fucking Faye as the lead actor. This shit sound like a damn spinoff that this man, this genius that the community's calling this guy. I trust in Corey. This is what he's been working on. It takes you 9 years, my brother. Like it takes you 9 years to do that? Like we dead ass? You waiting this shit for 9 years? This is what you telling me and it's okay? I'm not okay with that. I don't care how cool Faye is. I don't care that she gave him the axe. I don't care. It took you 9 years, my brother. 9? Like, damn. Yo, what the hell is wrong with this guy, bro? And by the way, he still ain't come out to confirm this shit. We gotta wait. No, they talking about Summer Game Fest or some shit like that. So, listen. This guy right here, I told y'all this shit better be better than God of War. This game right here, it better be better. Okay? It needs to be better than God of War, or I'm a trash the shit. Just like that trash ass Son of Sparta game that they put out. It's a passion project though. You don't know what a passion project means? It's cool. The game is cool. What the hell are we talking about? I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Where the fuck is Corey Barlog at? I don't care. Give a fuck. Do a million. But no, I don't give a damn. The main guy, Corey Barlog, where are you at? This is what the hell you've been working on this whole time. I swear, her ass better be flying. We better fly. We better be doing some crazy shit. I'll be like, yo, this bitch Faye is fire. Look what she could do. Look. Do some crazy shit. Yo, if it's some simple bullshit, I'ma fucking flame this motherfucker. I swear. My voice eventually will reach his ears, and he's gonna hear what the fuck I'm saying. Nobody beyond this motherfucker more than me. I swear. because I don't like the amount of praise that this man is getting for no reason, bro. I just gave you his fucking career. And there's no way you can tell me, nah, he deserves a break. He's good. He's done. No. But people hate on David Jaffe, even though David Jaffe created the damn franchise. He created God of War. And he created Twisted Metal, which was fire back in the day. For PlayStation 1, yo, Twisted Metal was fire. But anyways. Yeah, they said it's going to be closer to DMC and all this shit. I don't care. I don't care. So is a whole bunch of other Chinese Hero Project games that are coming out, going to be DMC style. So he fights Thor. Kratos fought Thor. What are we talking about? I just finished fighting Thor. What are you talking about? I just finished fighting him. In Ragnarok. So what the hell are you telling me? Gonna fight Thor again? That's what you telling me? She's the one that gives the hammer, so she gonna do some crazy shit with it? That's what you telling me? Like, that's what we doing here? The bitch got wings. She gonna be fly into the fucking heavens and come back down type shit? Is that what you telling me? That's gonna happen in this game? Or we just gonna get some Devil May Cry combat system and call it a day and say, yo, that shit was fire. That's what we doing. From a man that we haven't heard for 9 years. This is in Sony Santa Monica, one of the premier studios in the gaming industry. That's what you telling me that we gonna be doing. I'm telling you, this shit better be off the charts. This game better be off the chart. That's all I'm telling you. My goodness. It's unbelievable. This is sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad. Can we wait for the game before writing this in stone? Nah. Because the same way people praising him is cool, but when you bashing it is not cool. No. You got to take the praise and you got to take the criticism. The game hasn't come out, but people hype for it. So why can people be hyped for a game that we haven't even seen, but they can't be critical of it? Especially storyboard log. I'm not giving this motherfucker not 1 inch of fucking satisfaction. You gotta show me what the hell you been doing. I'm telling you, bro, this bitch better have wings popping out of her back, and she better be doing somersault flips, up, down, left, right, crazy shit within the clouds and shit. It gotta be crazy. That's all I know. Anyways, this motherfucker got 9 years to make this game. Then what you gonna tell me? We gotta wait another 8 years to see another game from you? That's what you're telling me? This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. That this game needs to be that big of a game. Because the fact that this man has been gone for 8 years, bro. This better be a huge game. This cannot be no fucking God of War 2018 style of game that is linear, like semi-open world type shit and just cut, like not being able to jump and doing shit. This shit gotta be crazy, bro. For you to be away for 8 years. It gotta be crazy. And then we gotta wait another 8 years for his next game. You think that's cool? You think that's cool? Time is ticking. I don't got eight. Yo, you gonna be okay with another 8 years to wait for this motherfucker's game? Who the fuck is he? Giving him all that praise like that. Like, who are you, my brother? You're not Neil Druckmann, my brother. Neil Druckmann created The Last of Us. You understand what I'm saying? This is a generational game for life. You understand what I'm saying?